Well, after days of uncertainty and commuter chaos, the Long Island Railroad is back up and running tonight.
At this time yesterday, it wasn't clear a deal was imminent. But late last night, the MTA and union leaders came up with a plan to end the strike. Trains slowly started getting back on schedule around midday. Here is video of the LIRR trains at Penn Station and Ronkonkoma just after noontime as crews work to restore full service across the system.
We have team coverage tonight. Bauman spoke with commuters who are now hoping for a smoother ride home. But let's begin with Carolyn and Gusoff to explain exactly how the strike ended. Carolyn.
Jessica and Christine, a normal rush hour. Who would have thought that that would sound so nice and be such a welcome change? But tonight, commuters are happily back to their routines, and those 5 striking unions, they are back to work. The first Long Island-bound train out of Penn Station signaled welcome normalcy less than 24 hours after both sides announced a tentative deal.
It's great to be running trains again.
We're pleased to announce that the parties have reached an agreement.
The nation's busiest commuter railroad is running a full schedule as of this afternoon after 3.5 days of hassles and headaches for its 300,000 daily riders.
It was extremely inconvenient. Thank God. I was about to miss my exam, and I was really worried.
What do we want? When do we do it?
Now. 5 unions, from locomotive engineers to ticket booth agents, walked out of negotiations on Friday over the 4th year of a retroactive contract. Union sources say the MTA ultimately agreed to 4.5% raises in the final year, just half a percentage point less than the union ask of 5%, with no concessions on their health insurance costs. The union refused to budge and called the deal victory by union members who stood their ground and refused to be pushed around. Despite warnings from the MTA that union demands would lead to higher fares on top of the 4% hikes already planned, the governor said the new agreement would not require any additional fare or tax increases.
There would not be an agreement if it would have been a financial burden and it would have blown up our budget. That would have been put on the riders and the taxpayers.
I don't know how this got done.
The head of the LIRR Commuter Council awaits the fine print.
How are they going to pay for this 4th year? As long as they can do it without the riders having to pick up any additional costs.
The strike will cost workers 3 days' pay. Their deal does not address overtime costs and antiquated work rules that make them the highest paid railroad workers in the nation. The MTA took work rules off the table earlier in the negotiations. And it's now all in the hands of those 3,500 workers who went on strike. Their ratification votes will be taking place over the coming days and weeks. From Huntington, Long Island, Carolyn, Gusoff, CBS News, New York.
Carolyn, thank you.
Full Long Island Railroad service resumed just about an hour ago, right in time for the evening rush.
Let's go to Penn Station. That is where Bauman is live with a look at how the commute is going so far. Hopefully it's going smoothly, Allie.
Yeah, Christine and Jess, who would have thought anyone would be happy to be at Penn Station on a 90-degree day? But absence sure makes the heart grow fonder. All it really took was one weekday without LIRR service for commuters to be grateful that their trains are back in service today. The first few Long Island Railroad trains to return to service around noon today brought relief for commuters who either had to take a bus, pay for a cab, or just stay home yesterday. The MTA says they came to an agreement with the unions too late into Monday evening to be able to restore service for this morning. The LIRR president saying pending a vote from the MTA board, riders with monthly passes should be reimbursed for the days missed because of the strike. We spoke to Long Islanders who said they were glued to the MTA app all night and morning, checking which trains would return at noon before full service was officially restored at 4 p.m.
I pretty much have no other way to get to Long Island.
It was just difficult, just taking the cab in or whatever I had to do just to get to work. This was nice. It's one of those things that you don't really know that you miss until it's gone, but I was really happy to see it again.
Well, back out here live, you can see that all things are normal again at Penn Station, maybe even light with fewer people taking the train home who maybe drove in this morning. Now, we know that Governor Hochul and the MTA felt the pressure from commuters to get LIRR service back up and running, but the added bonus is the trains are running in time for the Knicks game at MSG tonight. We're live at Penn Station. Bauman, CBS News, New York.
That was going to be a big question, whether or not those trains were going to get those fans to MSG, so I'm sure there's a lot of sighs of relief out there. Allie, thank you.